Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of what's the show called? A gaming podcast.
Can't even remember the name of our show. Wow, that's how much he's dedicated to our audience.
I am fully dedicated. This is episode 16. Okay, I've been on every episode because I'm the one recording, so that's why. But thank you all so much for being here. Sammy, how's it going this week?
It's going good. Just settling into the new job. Got to film a bunch of content this week, and yeah, just keeping busy.
Sammy's busy with cars and everything like that. So,
Yep.
if you open up your own little rental dealership, like what's going on here?
Maybe. I got to drive an Audi e-tron Q8 today, and it was very nice.
That just sounds expensive. I don't know what that is, but
It's expensive.
that just sounds really expensive. Steve Saylor, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm just, getting everything all ready to go. Flying out to very early tomorrow morning to head out to LA for the Game Awards.
Crazy time. Steve V, how about you, my man?
Same.
Ditto.
I got nothing. No, it's the same thing. I'm in the midst of packing. I'm in the midst of going through my checklist like 5 times in a row, making sure I have everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because once 6 o'clock rolls around, there's no going back. I'm on the plane headed to LA for the Game Awards, so looking forward to it. But it's just getting over that anxious feeling of, okay, what am I forgetting? Because something is inevitably gonna be left behind.
Oh yeah, totally. But I mean, here's the thing: it's like you and I. I mean, we travel quite a bit too, so it's like you get into a routine. Like once you okay, now I've got this, and this, then you're good to go.
It's more so the stuff that I'm not usually packing, like the suit stuff, the shoes, the socks,
that stuff.
Yes. Like I have everything meticulously put in my luggage, ready to go. And I keep looking at them like, you're not going anywhere. I know you're not sprouting legs, moving around and everything, but I just have this inkling. This suit's gonna be fuck me over somehow.
Yeah,
I know. I keep thinking the same thing too. Like I just picked up my suit today, and it's like it's now hanging up. Like so, it's like even my blind ass is gonna notice it if I don't pack it. So it's gonna be like I'm gonna basically after this episode's done, I'm gonna go and pack and then probably hit the bed early. So
definitely gonna be frantic mode, making sure everything's nice and packed and checking it twice, basically. Be like, are you in their suit? Okay, good. So, Riley, how about
when do you fly out, Marcel?
I leave at 4 on tomorrow. So
4 a.m.
No, p.m.
Oh, okay.
I honestly wouldn't have been surprised though if it was 4 a.m. They're usually awake then.
I'm awake, but they're not allowed to fly until like 6, basically.
That's true, yeah, because they don't open up security until like at Pearson until like 5 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah, they can't. The last flight has to arrive before midnight, unless obviously it's late, or they have to. The first flight has to be 6 a.m. So,
wow.
Yeah, so there you go. I don't know why. I don't know the rules, but that's just.
I don't know. After seeing you drive to Montreal and then back the same day for a Ubisoft event, I wouldn't put it past you to just.
I should just drive to LA.
That's just wrong.
I should just drive to. Well, it's just 5 hours. I've done it before. It's nothing.
Yeah, 2 days after that, I drove 16 hours.
There you go.
No, Sam.
I've been on a 36-hour bus ride before.
Your husband though, like, what was that about? So,
oh no!
No. It's fine. It's just that my building, they're changing all the batteries of all the fire alarms. So
I thought
they already did it on mine. They're just testing it out for the rest of the building.
I thought it was Camille setting off a fire or something.
The theme of fire in our show is very rampant, and then it's now spreading.
Yeah.
Just like a fire.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Riley, how about you? How's it going?
Good. I have a bunch of late meetings after this, so there's a lot of stuff going on with the Game Awards, which is super exciting. So
you know stuff.
What do you know?
You're saying you know.
What do you know? What do you know? Riley, what the hell do you know?
Should I be going on this trip, Riley? Is this trip going to be worth it? Should I be going, Riley? Tell me right now.
For the networking alone, you should be going.
Oh, so that's confirmed. There's nothing at the Game Awards going to be for us.
Jeff's going to just stand there for 3 hours. Jeff's just going to stand there for 3 hours doing nothing.
So yeah, lots is going on. I feel like even outside of that, like like Fortnite is totally different now too. Like it's going to be 80 different games probably in a year. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening this week.
You're doing something with Lego,
tomorrow.
weren't they?
Lego is this
Lego's the new one. Yeah, that's what Rocket
7th or 8th.
Yeah, the
Rocket Racers?
League.
Rocket Racing.
Racers.
Yeah.
and then Festival. I think was the other one that they had said. Yeah, that's cool.
Has any of you tried the latest season? I'm hearing a lot of people say it sounds like it plays like Warzone for some reason.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. Like Fortnite is like it's like the game that keeps like giving. And this season they added Solid Snake and Peter Griffin in the season pass, so it's like
buff
Peter Griffin.
Buff Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin. Yeah.
I wonder
if so funny though.
I wonder if buff Lois Griffin will come in.
Maybe later on. They've hinted at the Ninja Turtles. Like they're in the art.
Man, they're
and
everywhere.
The level
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Like,
so they're coming.
That's what it should be. They should be everywhere.
can we get the Ninja Turtles? It seems like everyone's getting them. Is there like a bulk price? Like what's going on?
Think, what Call of Duty got Shredder.
Yeah.
Fall Guys got the Ninja Turtles. Street Fighter got the Ninja Turtles, and now Fortnite.
Before that game went
Injustice.
Before that game went
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Even Knockout City, they had all the Ninja Turtles as well.
Yeah, Knockout City.
Yeah.
Put the turtles everywhere. I'm for it.
Yeah,
It's because turtles rule.
Just want to.
That's what I'm saying.
Want to know, like, are they affordable?
Damn it!
Can we get them on? Are they affordable? Like,
I'm not going to be happy until we get Street Sharks.
Yes,
right.
I want Street Sharks so bad. If we get Street Sharks, like day one purchase for sure. I actually we're doing the Lego stuff. I'd love it if they added Bionicle. Like those characters would be really cool.
Yes. That would be cool. I like that.
Flame Bionicle.
Yeah.
I'm all about it. I hope they do some crazy stuff. I just like what they're doing.
But do you want Vin Diesel to introduce them as Street Sharks?
I was just about to say, like, are we gonna have a Vin Diesel commercial with the Street Sharks?
They can add Vin Diesel. He'd be like, "This is my family.
This is my family right here. They've been my family since day one." You know,
The Street Sharks. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
yeah.
I love that.
So, something minor happened yesterday. You know, some Bitcoin advertising, some
indie studio thingy.
Indie studio, it got a
Small
measly
game. You never heard of
27
it.
million
Yeah.
views in the first 24 hours.
87.
I think
Dear
is it 80?
God.
No, I think it's 27. I don't think it's 87.
No, it's up there now. Hold
Oh,
on.
it's 87 now. Okay. Well,
let me take a look
right now. unless someone beats me.
whatever. It's some small amount.
Yep. No, it's literally it's just past 86 million.
On YouTube.
Just on YouTube alone.
Crazy. It was at 75 million like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Everyone just woke up somewhere in the world and they're like, "Oh my god!"
Oh yeah, this came out today.
It broke the world record. Like Mr. Beast had the most amount of views for a non-music video in 24 hours, and this broke it.
Even LeBron James tweeted about it. Like,
Did he really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
I retweeted him.
You gotta love it that although I'm looking at the trailer right now, and of course, YouTube has like the suggested videos off the side. The first video that I see of suggested video being like everything wrong with Grand Theft Auto 6's trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm sad that it's got like 11,000 views. Like, come on.
You could put Grand Theft Auto in your title, and people will be looking at it because people are hungry.
We can't have nice things, y'all. We can't have nice. Even the stupid fucking leak.
We could even you couldn't just wait a couple hours, really. Like it was just less than 12 hours, and that.
I hope, and I pray to any god that's out there that you believe in that Rockstar sues the hell out of whoever leaked it.
There are 3 ninjas you should be scared of: Nintendo, Marvel, and Rockstar.
Yes.
They're the top 3 ninjas. You're like,
dude,
don't mess with
kudos to that team though. Like they had that post taken down within 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
True.
Like it was ripped off of Twitter/X in 30 minutes. And then 10 minutes later, I think they released the trailer themselves. And like, here it is.
I think
that was garbage.
So
watch the good stuff.
It spread it too fast, and they were like, you know what?
Of course.
Watch ours, and that's it. So, like it's what did everyone think about the trailer so far? Like we did hear Bonnie and Clyde type of love story, type of story, and I'm blown away just by the graphics and like just how everyone else looks and everything, like the diversity and of just like how every NPC player looks is all different. Like
Yeah.
we saw that lady at the beach. There she is again on the street. Like everyone looks different shapes and everything. Like, is this like the latest? Like this is like the next level of technology?
Well, I think it's the next generation that we've seen, like Rockstar's, MO ever since Red Dead Redemption 2, where I feel like when you look at modern contemporary open worlds, in my opinion, Red Dead Redemption 2 is still the most impressive in terms of not only having like the breadth of content, but actually like feeling like a living world. Like I'll never forget like moments like, like randomly finding the KKK and just like screwing with them, and then all of a sudden like hours later you'll find someone else that was at that group meeting, and they're like the world building, a little interactive storytelling elements that went into Red Dead Redemption 2 I think is just evolving here. And I think to your point Marcel, this is just a impressive trailer, an impressive showing of like what Grand Theft Auto is today, in today's like modern age, 10 years removed from what even Grand Theft Auto 5 was. Like you're talking about not only like seeing a modernization of Vice City, but just how Rockstar can tackle, social media, the like pop culture, or just culture as a whole. Like you see like the body cam footage on cops, you see street races, you see
Florida Man.
Oh my god, the amount of like real world references that they've pulled from like the Florida Man, the crocodile that invaded that Walmart at the time, Miami Joker's even in there. It's they're pulling from so many little touchstones in the best way possible, and I think that's something that we all kind of expected from Rockstar. But going back to your original point, the moment that Lucia, the main character, the female protagonist, turns around and you see the lighting on that one shot and her in the prison, I was like, holy shit, this is why games take this long. This isn't something that you can just roll out every 2 to 3 years and say, here's another iteration and everything. This is like as premiere of a video game as you can get.
Right. Yeah, I think I love too is that, I mean, as someone who I've never played a Grand Theft Auto game before, but I understand at least the theme of GTA has always been its satire of real world events. It's like kind of a criminal underworld, and I think that probably just looking at that trailer, I agree with you, Steve. It's like, it's gorgeous. The graphics are just insane. Like there were times I'm like, wait, is that like real life footage or is that like in-game footage? Like it just, I could not tell. But I think the theme that the satire I think that they're probably going for in GTA 6 is like the social media aspect. I think they're really gonna put hype in, like basically like you're gonna be a criminal influencer, as it were, and that's gonna be kind of like your main thing. It's like you gotta up the ante as far as like your next sort of like heist that you have to basically like kind of like how every YouTuber has like its own like sort of, they always try to like top each other like Mr. Beast style, and I think that's probably gonna be like the satire of this is like how social media can how like addictive or how satirical that can actually be. Like just looking at that, I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of in on that.
Did they confirm yet? Are they building on like their Rage engine, or is it Unreal 5?
I don't think they've confirmed. They haven't.
All
they said is PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles.
No PC.
Yeah, no PC
I know
anywhere.
That's a Rockstar thing, but I was really hoping that it all just came out the same time.
It's definitely gonna be a blow to. I mean, here's the thing. It's like I think that because GTA RP is a big huge thing. And it's kind of like one of the reasons why GTA Online is still as popular today as it was when it launched. But I think they probably will have it on PC at some point because GTA RP, like they own a stake in that. Rockstar owns a stake in that. They kind of they're enveloping that as that community into their plan. So I know it's like everyone's like, oh, it's not going to come out. It's going to come out on PC.
Yeah.
Like that's a cash cow for them. 100% they're going to put it on.
Usually it takes like a year like after until they bring it out. But I'm hoping like it's less than that. Like at least give us like 6 months or something, because like I know maybe like they probably want to launch it with the online part, so then the role playing can go along with that.
Yeah.
So,
how did they launch Grand Theft Auto 5? They launched Grand Theft Auto 5, then a month later online dropped, I think.
It was a month or two. It was like September.
Yeah.
The campaign launched, and I think by November we got online.
Yeah. And online was a disaster at that point.
Oh my god, it was rough for a couple weeks.
It is not how it is now. That's for sure. Yeah.
But look at it today, and it's glorious.
It's
money making delight.
Yeah, right. Like
I'm sure it'll be a bit of a mess, like every WoW expansion or even Fortnite during the end game event, and then the roll into the new season had queues of like 30-40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be crazy.
Oh yeah.
just how this game looks, like
it's beautiful.
It's like how they mentioned it's going to be coming out to the Series S. How is the Series going to be look like? I mean, no offense to the Series S. There's no.
They're able to get Red Dead Redemption 2 to run on the S. So.
But they're like this has to be a 30 FPS game. Like, there's no way it's gonna be 60 FPS.
You would think.
I don't.
Probably.
I think at a base level, like for the Series S, you got to make concessions. So 1440p, 30 frames, sure. But I have to imagine that by 2025, by the time this game comes out, or just after, there's a Pro, and we're getting like locked 60 frames at that point.
Yeah.
There's no other way about it.
Yeah,
here's the thing: if the Baldur's Gate 3 can come out on Xbox and it runs well on the Series S, there should be no one complaining about basically how a Series S can run. I think that story of it, like them, like the rumors is like, it's not as everyone kind of ran with it. Series S isn't as powerful. It's like, yeah, we know that, but it still can run games extremely well at 1440 at 30 frames. Sure, it's not getting the extra frames that everyone loves, and so that their 4070s can be able to play. Like, come on, like you're playing.
But it could be a Switch.
You have a console. It's a console. Like it's the console that the moms are buying for their 10-year-olds. Like their 10-year-olds are not caring about that they're getting only 40 frames or 42 frames per second kind of deal. It's as long as it can play a game, then that's fine.
Listen, go back to Red Dead Redemption 2 on your Xbox One, PlayStation 4, dust off that old console, boot it up. That game is still one of the most impressive looking games in terms of lighting, fidelity, and everything. Now you're talking about like the Series S, which is a enormous step up. It's not even just like marginal. I think a lot of people downplay what the Series S is, but I have full faith that Rockstar will just get it to work in some way. I mean,
totally.
Again, there will be concessions, sure, but it'll be okay.
And Phil Spencer's confirmed like they're willing to allow concessions to be made now for the right games, right? Like Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't have split screen multiplayer on Series S. Is the trade-off.
I would be way more concerned if we were still at the start of the generation where it's like, oh, Halo Infinite can't have local co-op because of the Series S. There has to be parity and everything. It's like, no, we're kind of past that. So Larian kind of blew open the gates, pun intended. But now, like, Rockstar can just move forward and say, okay, well, if population density on the street is something that needs to be scaled back in order to get it to run on a Series S, so be it. I mean, as long as it's there, I think a lot of people won't really care.
Okay, I have two questions for you guys then. One, when do you think it'll come out in 2025
I think probably early. I think April, like that rumor of it being in April 2025. That sounds about right.
April Fool's Day. That's when it's coming
April
out.
1st.
The shirt.
That'd be good.
I also think maybe March because of the fiscal year ends in March.
Yeah.
Well, is that when Rockstar's fiscal ends? Is it March?
Yeah, it ends kind of March. I'm curious because their forecast was $8 billion in revenue.
Right.
Last year.
And
a lot of money. You got to have a bit of a runway with that game if you're forecasting that amount.
Yeah,
not a huge runway, but like a bit of a runway.
Yes, I'll agree with that. But yeah, the only logical thing for me is that when they made that report, they were talking about 2024, and people misconstrued that as like the calendar year 2024, when I think
fiscal,
reports were saying fiscal,
April,
which goes into March, ends in March. It's like, okay, well then there you kind of have your story there. If they're targeting that amount, you have to have Grand Theft Auto out by then. I mean, otherwise you're definitely not making that kind of money. I'm sorry.
No, and my other question, will it be on Nintendo's next console?
I feel like it's not gonna especially they're going to the effort of like making the connection, like doing the Red Dead remakes or remasters, whatever it's called. It might take a while, won't look as good, but I think they'll definitely do it.
Man, that's such an interesting question. I'll say this: Grand Theft Auto Online, yes. They will have to get Grand Theft Auto Online in some capacity.
I think they would have to right away. Like
Yeah.
that's basically why the GTA 5 is still always it's like every year it's like still within the top 10 most high selling games of the year since it launched.
Yeah,
so
I think you have to have some sort of presence on the Switch too in some capacity. I don't know if you can get the campaign to run. Maybe that's overly ambitious. I don't really know.
I don't know. I was looking to see if Rockstar is pretty good about keeping to their dates, and I look back at Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5, and both of them were delayed at least twice. So if I don't know how are they usually? Do they usually? Well, actually, yeah, no, they do have a pretty long runway when it comes to the announcement to actual release. I think, right?
Yeah, it's usually 16 months to first release date, intended release date, 12 to 16 months, and then obviously delayed is kind of getting the way.
Yeah. Do you think this will be delayed?
No.
No? Do you think they'll make the 25th?
I think naming it this far, I can't see it being, unless this a world event. I can't see it being delayed or something. So
COVID too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The uprising with 2 eyes. It's kind of funny. Apparently they teased this a while back on GTA Online. They had a shirt saying "One day we'll reveal all," and it had a sequence number of 12/5/23 on it. Yeah, that's wild.
and 9 a.m.
Yeah,
they had the time.
And 04/01/25 is there as well on the right side.
Yeah. I'm looking at
leading people
right
to believe it was April 1st of next or 2025.
Yeah.
Has Rockstar ever done anything on April Fools?
I don't know. Maybe something in game.
It seems like I don't know. When I hear April Fools and Rockstar, I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, but I can't remember why.
I thought the exact same thing when I was looking at these the shirt and all the rumors around. I was like, there's something about April 1st and Rockstar
when does Rockstar usually launch their games? What day of the week? A Tuesday, or are they more of a Friday or a Thursday?
That is a Tuesday.
Because April 1st is a Tuesday.
Yeah,
and that is a pretty big game release date. If it was a Wednesday, I'd be like, oh, maybe not. I mean,
exactly.
I want to be honest, but it would totally
matches.
Work.
And that's
I'm gonna look up
that's
Red Dead
quarter
Redemption.
That's quarter 2.
Well, and once you get going too, you're gonna have drip over into that fiscal for pre-order sales as well.
Yep.
So they might be expecting mass pre-orders.
Hold on. The kind of breaking news. I don't know if this is. I need someone to be able to check me on this.
Okay.
So there's been a whole thing about how Elon Musk was mad about the fact that Rockstar didn't upload the trailer to Twitter or to X.
Boy, now what?
Rockstar just put out a tweet that says "Hello at X. Watch Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer 1," and they put the trailer, but there's no audio. I have no idea if that's just the fact that they upload the trailer without any audio at all or what. But I need someone to check me on this.
No, this has audio, dog.
Yeah, it has audio.
It does have audio? Why is it not playing for me? Weird.
I don't know. I've got audio.
Okay,
I got
never mind. I was like, oh man, I thought Rockstar was trolling everyone. I don't know. Maybe it's just my Chrome messing up then. Because damn, I would have been like, that would have been perfect.
Riley, going back to your question, RDR2 was a Friday, GTA 5 a Tuesday.
So Grand Theft Auto. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, they can launch. They can launch on a Sunday, and it would be a smash hit. They can do whatever they want. But Tuesday's usually pretty common game release day.
Yeah.
More common than a Friday, I think.
I think so. I think Nintendo usually does Fridays, but they're kind of the outlier.
So
wild card.
Even though, yes, I know we just got trailer 1 22 hours ago. When do you think we see number 2?
Next
probably Summer Game Fest. I would imagine.
I feel like
summer.
they're going to. I thought they're going to do every couple months. Here's a little snippet of here's this and
you
everything.
think?
This is such a big game.
I know, but like, I guess they have a lot of runway. But
my hope is that they do something similar to Red Dead Redemption 2, which is when they had like their own mini directs where they're like, let's talk about the story, let's talk about heists, let's talk about this.
Yeah, they had a lot of trailers. Hunting. They had a lot of trailers.
How did they sprinkle that out?
I think
like when was all that condensed?
I want to say it was within like a couple weeks of each other, like maybe once every other week or once a month. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it was very much, hey, let's sit down and actually go into all these elements for 5 to 10 minutes at a time. Yeah. And they had like the spoken narrator over it showing like in-depth footage of the game and stuff. And then I think they had, their TV spots and cinematic trailers from time to time.
Yeah.
I definitely think like Xbox Showcase next year, that's going to have it. That's June, usually around the same time as Summer Game Fest.
You think Xbox will get it?
I mean,
I feel like
it feels very Xbox to me.
I feel like Grand Theft Auto and Xbox always go hand in hand. Like they were the ones who got
pretty much.
They were the one who got Grand Theft Auto 5 on Game Pass for a while, was it? Or you could get it for free. They didn't have like you could get it for free.
They've done they keep going. It keeps going off and on. Both between GTA 5 and Red Dead.
Yeah.
And
it does very. Sorry, Bradley.
Sorry, I think they got 3 on there from the collection at one point early.
Yeah,
I think, or maybe it was San Andreas. It was one of the trilogy.
I think it was like it was like Xbox had one, and then PlayStation had the other, and then they like I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah. I know for like when it came to Game Pass, like that was like it came to Game Pass first. Like I remember like Epic, you could get on Epic for free. And then, or like, I think it was Xbox had their deal first, and then you could get it for free on Epic, and then PlayStation eventually got it. So I don't know. Oh, good. I mean, I'm just blown away how this how the game looks. I can't believe all like this, even the strands of hair. Like I'm like that's why I'm like I can't I want to know how the Series S is gonna look. I mean, I don't mean to like dumb it down. The Series S, Series S is a fantastic console, but I just feel like I don't even think the regular systems can play this properly, this game or anything like that.
I think here's the thing. It's like Rockstar kind of has that magic that if they can make Red Dead 2 look good on a Series S and with everything that it has, and it being a game that came out technically on the previous generation consoles, I think that they got what it takes to be able to make it work on the Series S.
Yeah.
I agree, because correct me if I'm wrong, Red Dead Redemption 2 still doesn't have like its next gen upgrade or anything. It's all it's all up-res stuff when you play it on the console, right? Like
I think so. I don't think that they've had like a native version of it. Oh no, wait, wasn't there that announcement that was the fake, or not the fake announcement, but the thing that everyone was excited for at the Game Awards or some sort of Jeff event where we saw the Rockstar logo and it was just GTA on PS5 or something like that?
Yeah, and then they were like, oh, it's at 60 frames or whatever. But I don't think
Classic
Red Dead Redemption 2
did that come out? Is that out?
I think it was like a week or two after that announcement, if I had to guess. I don't think there's anything else we could do with Grand Theft Auto.
It was a snoozer announcement. That's like it's on 60. Like, oh great, this game from 12 years ago. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Just the other thing that I wanted to bring up was like the ballsy move for GTA 6 to like double down on like TikTok culture and Instagram, because you have to believe like this game's been in development for 5 years. And to bank on, hey, by the time this game comes out in 2025, TikTok's still going to be relevant.
Even like the hashtag, it's so on point.
Right?
That is such like that's a marketing taboo when you think of like any kind of artistry where they try to like date themselves, because you want to be as modern as possible and not look like, you're off by X amount of years and everything. So
I think it's just kind of at that saturation point. I mean, we've been kind of, I think pretty much the Vine going into Musical.ly, going into TikTok, and then Instagram. And I think that was like inevitable that like even with the stuff that they're adding in, today, like it looks like, oh yeah, people look at it, oh, it's just TikTok. But I mean, if this came out like a couple years ago, we would have been like, oh, this is Instagram or whatever. So I think Rockstar kind of has this, like, that's why this whole like satire thing, it's like they kind of take something that's, that it still works even if it is dated in a sense, like with original Vice City being in the 80s. Like it made sense then, and it worked even in sort of today's kind of a version. So I don't know. I think you're right. It's like it's kind of it's sort of weird that, you know, they're kind of like the Simpsons where they're just sort of predicting, like, they predict things really well. But I don't know. I think there are definitely studios that can be able to tap into that zeitgeist pretty well, and Rockstar is very good at that.
Now, the other question I have, Tommy Vercetti, is he in this game?
Everyone's asking.
Tommy's got it. My boy has to be there in some way.
When did Vice City take place?
The 80s.
80s, yeah.
Okay, so it's like 40
years, yeah.
I mean, he could be like an old mobster or something, you know?
Old mob boss, yeah.
Yeah. Hanging out at a club or something. He has to be in that game in some capacity.
It's either he's kind of the ultimate, you know, like old school mob boss, or he's in kind of like a retirement home, like a senior's home kind of deal. Like it's that extreme. Like he could either be just my life is done kind of deal, or what? I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty.
He could be out of the game.
It's sad that Ray Liotta passed away. I mean, it's possible that he could have recorded.
Mm-hmm. It is possible, yeah.
But same way as like Kevin Conroy for Batman, and it's like totally possible that he did it. But I just I would love to see Tom Vercetti. He's definitely my favorite Grand Theft Auto character.
I mean, with permission from the family, I would say like they could use AI, make it sound like him. But again, permission with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're respectful about it, if they do bring him back, if he recorded something, that'd be cool. If if the family's cool with recasting or something like that, would be neat. I think the character could give a lot to a plot like this in a world that's changed so much since his time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were any of you disappointed in like the like what 2025? That's all I've been hearing from other people. I'm like, I'm fine with 2025 to be honest.
It's surprising. Yeah, it's surprising, but I mean, it's not like it's kind of like more like, oh, okay, 2025.
If it said 2026, then I'll be like, okay, whoa, what the? Like,
that would have been like, I would probably, if it was if it was 2024, I'd been like, oh, okay, all right, I'm excited for that. Like if it was 2026, I'd been like, I would have been the same year, like, oh, come on, really, 2026? But no, it seems like 25 is like that sweet spot, like
sweet spot right there. Yeah.
I would have liked it at the 10-year anniversary, but 2023 is over, so anytime.
That would have been cool, yeah. I mean, as soon as they announced when the first trailer was coming out, I went back and I started like piecing together, okay, Grand Theft Auto 5's first trailer came out here compared to when it released, and then same with Red Dead. I was like, okay, we're not getting this in 2024. I kind of set myself up for
I really thought it was going to happen, to be honest, just based on the financials.
I thought,
that's like a lot of revenue to be booking in like a small window if it's just 2025. But I mean,
you think they may have another project in there
since then too? They might. I question is, what would that be?
True.
I don't like $8.
They've always been kind of like they've always been like a single game focused studio.
Bully 2. Bully 2. I was gonna say Bully 2.
Imagine Bully 2.
$8 billion
just for me.
They did say that they are going to make Max Payne 4. No idea when it's coming out.
That's true. Yeah, they're partnering with Remedy on that.
Yeah. And then also, I mean, I guess it's possible they're doing like a Red Dead Redemption 2 remaster or something like that.
Voice actor for Arthur Morgan came out today and was like, I would be shocked if they never do RDR3. I was like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. Okay, here. Speaking of voice actors, the question has been going around: is that Troy Baker in the trailer?
I thought that too.
Yeah.
I feel. Like
I don't think so.
Right?
I really don't.
No?
Because I mean, Rockstar's good at like having like good, like really good voice actors in their games, but never really that's kind of like been an established like veteran in the video game industry, like Roger Clark. Yes, he was a voice actor, but he like his biggest game was Red Dead Redemption 2. So I don't know if it like they would. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's Rockstar. That's the thing. It's like they beat by their own drums. So
I feel like they don't like look for anyone in particular. They're looking for the best person for the role, and I guess if that's Troy Baker, then it's Troy Baker.
True.
Again, I don't know.
All right, Marcel, Steve. Marcel, Steve. Our mission at the Game Awards is try to hunt down Troy Baker and get the question out of him.
No
just
problem.
Ask him truth.
Truth. Yeah.
Are you in?
Just say truth. Just say truth. Just compare and contrast.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of wish Michelle Rodriguez did this, but let's say that she's not. I feel like she's like the perfect role for this game. I don't know why.
It would be the
Right?
perfect role. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
Imagine if it was Michelle Rodriguez, or it was like Vin Diesel too.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Greatest love story ever put into the film.
I mean, and then like they reveal like the secret like subtitle to Grand Theft Auto 6 the whole time was Grand Theft Auto 6 or Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
But at least like Vin Diesel, actual voice actor. Other actors,
True.
sometimes it doesn't translate.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, even then,
Megan
you really think like Vin Diesel's like
Megan
voice
Fox.
actor? Like, could you really call him that?
Of course. He'll put an effort in there. He'll put an effort in.
I mean,
It'll be better
you
than Megan.
say I am Groot like a
1,000
bunch of million times. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be better than Megan Fox regardless. So.
True. When's that Ark game gonna come out with Vin Diesel? Was it Ark 2 or something like that?
They just launched an Ark extension, so Ark 2 is far, far away. I don't think that's coming out anytime soon. Any rappers you think coming in? Is Flow Rider gonna be in the game? Is it be called something else in this game?
Has to be,
Mr.
right?
Mike.
Rick Ross.
Actually, I was surprised that they chose the song choice for the trailer being Tom Petty instead of like Pitbull or something like that. Like, you know,
I think it was
Mr.
going.
Worldwide.
I think it's just going along with the couple, basically.
The theme.
The theme.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a great song choice.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't doubt there's going to be many cameos of artists specifically, because I mean,
Sure.
they had Dr. Dre drop like new
His own-
music.
yeah, he was in his own
that was
DLC, yeah.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
T-Pain's in Florida too, so I feel like
Yeah.
T-Pain might make a little guest appearance there or something like that.
DJ
so.
Khaled, I assume.
DJ
is gonna
Khaled,
be
yeah.
some capacity.
I would actually be very mad if, like I said, like if Pitbull was not in this.
Mr.
Like, I would
Worldwide.
legit. I mean, like Pitbull's got to be in it. Come on,
Mr. Worldwide, not in this game. No, you're not worldwide in this game, buddy.
I'm just also here's the thing too. It's like, because where is the Rockstar based out of? Like they're what, the UK, Europe, basically. I think, right?
They're worldwide. I mean,
I know they're worldwide, but it's like it's weird that like they nailed the Florida vibe, 1,000%. Everything from Florida Man to just the look of everything, and just the mentality of you know Floridians in and of itself. Like it's gonna be, man. I can't like this. Like I said before, this is not. I've never played Grand Theft Auto before. I think this might be my first one.
This story definitely intrigues me a lot, so that's for sure.
Yep.
I think they're aiming to have everyone on this planet play this game. So, Steve, if you were the outlier in this, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I know. I don't know why. Like it's not even like I'm willing to die on this hill that it being like I'll never play GTA 5. I just never got around to it. It never really interests me that much. I know everyone plays it, but I don't know.
I'm wondering on the creator strand front, because RP has been such a big thing, maybe they'll feature some creators, even like especially because they're doing like a social media theme.
Yeah,
could be interesting.
Or also as well, like getting some of like because I do know that there's a few like GTA RP artists, getting them into the radio.
Yeah,
ooh, that'd be good.
That'd be really cool. Do you think it would be a radio in this, or do you think it would be like streaming something, or like an Apple Music or a Spotify kind of deal?
Yeah,
Science or Spotify, that would be pretty sick.
I mean, either way, I'm just down for music discovery. Every single Grand Theft Auto, like I'm pulling songs out of there. I'm like, all right, add it to the queue, or burning CDs from San Andreas. Like that Grand Theft Auto and like my like music adoption go hand in hand, and I can't wait for another game to do that.
When I was getting out of the radio industry and going into video games, there was a bit of like a tiny dream of mine that I would be like I could become like a radio DJ in like Grand Theft Auto.
Be the next Laszlo.
I don't know if I'd be the next Laszlo, but I'd like I don't know. I always thought it'd be kind of cool, but no, the Rockstars never called. They never write. It's fine. It's fine.
I hope.
But you don't play any of their games. Wait a minute. How do you expect him to? Like,
I can still be upset about it. I can still be upset about it. Come on.
There's a way to convince them to play them now.
That's
Just
right.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
Hey,
That's
come
right.
on.
There you go.
Rockstar. Hello. Give me a call. Try me an email, a DM. My DMs are open.
I hope outside of the music that they do some sort of like satire or spoof on either Joe Rogan or Alex Jones.
Oh my god! They would have podcasts in there. Oh, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
Pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, wasn't there a report that they got Joe Rogan to be in it?
Wait, really?
What?
Hold on, I gotta look this up. Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Which folder did you pull this one from, Riley?
Yeah, there was a rumor that Joe Rogan was going to be in it, like his whole podcast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right. Holy shit.
That's wild.
No, I looked up on Reddit and it says, sorry, this post was deleted by the person who originally posted it. I'm like,
Rockstar got to them.
GTA 6 leak claims Joe Rogan will play a big role, but fans aren't buying it.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same on Dextro.
If they could make a deal with Spotify, that'd be pretty smart.
Yeah. To integrate some sort of like streaming capability.
That'd be interesting. Like maybe it's like your own Spotify playlist or whatever. Tapping in
and like real podcasts and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
real podcasts. Yeah,
or like the in-game like synchronization of like your CDs back in the Xbox era and stuff like that.
Auto DJ. It's a rumor that the guy who did Laszlo retired, or
I know.
he left Rockstar, so I guess he won't be back unless they hire him as an actor. But
but then it kind of goes against what you were saying, Steve. It's like you find new songs and new soundtracks to listen to. I was like, I don't know if I would want to replace that with my own like music, because my music would be definitely very different to play Grand Theft Auto.
I feel like they'll give you an option to play your own playlist, and then also have radio stations that are like Spotify playlists. So if
I think they might have a streamer friendly mode.
You'll be like,
cool,
I'll add this to my Spotify like playlist or something. Be kind of smart.
Yeah, they have to have a streamer mode for sure, because if you want to have your streamers on. If not, everyone's getting DMCA claims. That's for sure. Another thing I want to touch on this game is I've been hearing a lot of rumbles about the AI part of the game, where if you're talking to like an NPC, like a lot of them will actually remember things that you told them, or I guess choices and everything. Has anyone else heard about this rumor or this technology as well?
Again, I think it just goes back to that evolution that we've seen in RDR2, where same sort of thing, but at a very small basis, where you could go into a town, you could wreak havoc there, and then the next time you go back, like hours later, they'll like look at you in a weird way, or they'll like try to avoid you. Exactly. Or if you go into the same bar, they're like, oh, this troublemaker kind of thing. Like it's not so immersive as I'm hoping Grand Theft Auto 6 will be, but it is that living, breathing kind of world that you kind of like. Again, I'll say it, like Rockstar made me feel like, or convinced me that this was a living, breathing world that I was just kind of going through, and that adventure like stuck with me because of it.
And that's probably just their like testing phase, obviously, and obviously it involved now, especially with AI and everything. So that's gonna be interesting with this game. It's definitely gonna be a lot of firsts for many for this game. Yeah,
I just hope no more kids who their dad works at Rockstar leaks anything, or Bitcoin decides to leak anything from here
based
on
out. The trajectory of all this stuff. Like they've had 2 major leaks, and they only just showed off the game for the first time. So I mean, I hope they figure out whatever's going on, if it's a security issue or some sort of like third party finally getting access to it after a certain step in the process. Like, I hope they figure it out, because I hate that was taken away from the developers.
Yeah, I mean, even for because it sucks. It's like you have all that, like you build up. You're going to celebrate as a studio, as a worldwide studio, and and to have that be taken away from you. Because I think a few of my friends who like they're out in the UK, and they went to bed like this would happen late last night to them. So to wake up in the morning to find out it leaked, and then they put it out, it's like it just kind of like ruins their it ruins any morale for that. And I'm just it sucks.
It's just so rare that we get like a cool like unifying event like that. Kind of taken away sucks, to be honest. But
there was a lot of speculation, I don't know how true or anything, that it was because they uploaded it on YouTube, right? That someone from the back end just kind of snagged it and then released it. And it's like,
I'm sure
at this point, like this just goes across all developers. Just stop doing it. Just
stream it.
Like, just set an alarm.
Here's the thing that I'll argue against that is that for like I don't want that to happen, because for accessibility purposes, they're like, you need to, in order to be able to load up captions properly, you have to have already, like, you have to, as you're uploading it, you have to kind of upload it along with the video, unless you have it burnt into the video. So I mean, like, I don't know, and there's other like audio described versions too. So I don't know. I see what you mean though. Like obviously, like, you don't want it to leak, but I don't think anyone would have grabbed it like off of, like, someone grabbed it off of the Rockstar's YouTube channel and before it went live. I don't think that would have been the leak. They probably just got it off of some server somewhere. I
mean, that's how I feel like that's how a lot of things leak.
Yeah,
someone from YouTube, like the whole thing.
Well, it just sucks too, because it's like,
look at the account, the Stitch. I mean, his whole thing is grabbing stuff and scraping YouTube videos from stuff that's like uploaded. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Like I think that at some point, maybe it's a whole like style thing where they just bake in captions right into a trailer,
maybe. But then also another thing too, that actually just a friend of mine just replied to a tweet of mine, and she said, because she works in audio description and she works for a company called Descriptive Video Works, that basically they provide audio descriptions for events and for video games and stuff like that. They did the audio description for all the Last of Us games and including upcoming for Spider-Man 2. So it's they said, like, it's going to prevent, like, leaks like this will prevent studios from reaching out to third-party partners to be able to do stuff like this. They're going to keep it all internal, and unless you have like like anybody like on the team that knows about audio descriptions and can be able to do that internally, it's not like. That's why they have like companies that will do the for them, because no studio will be like, yeah, let's try to do it ourselves. Like, no, the first thing they look at is like, hey, who else is doing it? Can we tap them to be able to do it for them? And if there's leaks like this and they kind of keep, bring everything back inside, it's gonna be very difficult to be able to, at least from accessibility standpoint, to be able to trust any other third party or in the opposite, so that it could leak. And I hate that. But I see what you mean though. It just sucks. It just sucks all around, and I hate that we still live in a gaming community where people just be like they'll do anything just to kind of get clicks or engagement.
Like there were like 60,000 people waiting in that premiere, and so it was uploaded for a long time. So I feel like maybe just shorten the time of upload, maybe like
that too,
a day before or 12 hours before. I know like it takes a long time to process on YouTube and everything, but like I think 12 hours is more than enough time for it to.
I feel like you just you got a Nintendo Directive with some of this stuff, like just do it live. Like, that seems to be the best way to do it.
Or I mean, if you're Rockstar and you have a big marquee reveal like this, just don't announce it ahead of time. Just upload it strongly on the YouTube side, and just kind of hope that people don't on the back end don't notice it, and just kind of leave it alone.
If it does leak somehow, then there's something with YouTube, and then that kind of just what developer or company wants to be like, well, I don't want to upload anything to YouTube now. If you just say nothing, don't premiere nothing, you just privately did it, and it still leaks out, you're like, wait a minute.
I don't know. I still don't think it was. I still don't think the leaker got it from YouTube. I'm
saying the leaker is from YouTube. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, you think it's from YouTube?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. 100%.
I think it's on the Google side, maybe.
Yeah, it has to be.
Have they said that? Is there any news about that? Who the leaker was?
No,
but
I don't know.
But this is pure
this is just
speculation from Tom Henderson. He was the first to be like, okay, listen, this is most likely what's happening, because otherwise, then we're looking at someone within Rockstar who's then had such a security breach within their own household or devices for a studio that is so locked down. Like, this is uncharacteristic for Rockstar to have.
No, because they had that leak a couple months ago with that GTA 6 development footage.
Hack, right?
So there was a hack. Yeah. There was the kid who the kid of the dad who from Rockstar that happened, and then there's also they've had hacks before.
I'm talking like an employee being like, yeah, screw it, I'm just going to give away this trailer or this.
I don't think it was
Bitcoin over it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like,
I don't think it was
definitely not for someone internal to be like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to risk my job and everything. So I do feel like
I could see a world where it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna send it to like these two friends, and these two friends are like, oh, I got the trailer, and that's like, oh, do you want? I'll send it to these two friends, and and then all the way down the line. That does happen, but like the speed in which it happened is kind of. It seems like it got loaded, ready to premiere. The premiere opened up 24 hours out, and then almost 12 hours until the premiere it was out, and like pretty widespread. So it was like,
and in good quality.
And then the Bitcoin, well, the Bitcoin reference too. I was like, that's like someone. This is like a down the line thing.
Yeah,
it seems to me, or someone's hacked it and they're trying to do this. Like, or like I just don't know how else it got out like that. If it's a Google employee who's like, oh, check it out, like they uploaded it, like, and then it goes down the line. It's like,
nah. Here's the thing, though. It's like if that was the case, I don't like. Then we would have seen a ton of leaks if there was like if it was like every studio does a premiere for a trailer or whatever, and like people are able to grab that the video from that. We would have seen a lot more videos like that. Like I don't know. That's why I'm willing to bet it's probably like.
I find a lot of stuff leaks like 24 hours before it's supposed to be announced.
Think about all the stuff that comes out like right before a Game Award show or right before E3. It's like because these people are just uploading them to unsecure platforms like YouTube, which has been proven. And I'll keep going like back to it. That snitch guy 100% works at YouTube in some capacity because the information he's always able to source is a date, a premiere date, and stuff that could only be accessed through a video from some sort of back-end channel.
It's the same. It's the same way with like oh, there's gonna be a direct this week, and be like, well, how do you know? Because like, there's a massive upload just to like Nintendo Directs, and they're always like pre-recorded as well. So
this isn't like a for sure thing. It's just speculative.
No,
I have no idea.
No.
It sounds so good though, you know. So
I mean, it's just my
it feels like we cracked the case, guys.
I think we did. I don't
know. It just feels like my susometer is up about that, like about it being like a leak from Google. But I mean, you could be right. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Steve Monday says this case
Steve Monday.
The open and shut case by old Steve Monday.
Yeah. Case closed by Monday. Another thing I want to bring up here is a little digital problem with Sony here. Discovery, and you could be like, why are we talking about Discovery shows? Apparently, as of December 31st, due to a content licensing agreement with the provider Discovery, you'll no longer to be able to watch any of your previous purchased Discovery content, and the content will also be removed from your library as well. So now people are freaking out because they're like, well, wait a minute, if they're doing this for Discovery shows, is gaming next?
It's crazy. I'm shocked that more people are talking about this.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, Grand Theft Auto 6, Steve.
Oh my God, did it come out?
2025.
Oh no, that's so far away.
I mean, it's one thing to like delist it. I'm fine with that, but like to be like, nope, completely take it off your library as well. So, like,
buy your stuff physically, guys. Buy your stuff physically.
The thing is, like, they're becoming like less and less like that option is slowly regressing now.
It's every platform's done it so far. It's like digital, like the same thing happened with Apple. They pulled a few movies. People are like, well, what do you mean? It's like I paid for that. It's like no. You paid for the duration of the license that it exists on the platform. You don't actually own it. Like, that sucks.
Yeah, I remember actually, like, I can't remember what the company was that did these, but whenever you buy like a Blu-ray and you get the digital copy, and you have that there was always that one, like, I think it was like 2 stores or something like that, or 2 digital, like, basically that would have your entire library or whatever that you can download. And then I remember one closed down, and you had to basically convert it over to iTunes or something like that, your whole library. But I mean, like, this has that kind of feel to me. It's like, okay, yeah, Sony just pulled Discovery show. It's like, okay, well, yeah, they're just not going to host the digital files anymore.
Yeah,
but yeah, but I don't know if they would do the same thing with. Well, I mean, they could do the same thing.
What happened in one day? You just go in and Alan Wake 2 is gone.
Well, they kind of did it with Cyberpunk, right?
They did.
Well, they had to do because that game was broken. Okay,
Well,
But everyone that
Which is
bought
why
the
it's
game
not going to
still
win
had it.
ongoing because it was broken.
I wonder, like, eventually you're not going to have it anymore. Like, if the PlayStation 6 comes out and the Spider-Man deal expired, and none of the games are carrying over to PlayStation 6 from PS5,
and it's all
or they're
digital.
not bringing over, like, it's gone.
Say
You won't have
PS6
it.
is like an only digital system. You can't play Spider-Man anymore. That's it, unless you get a PS5. And then knowing those systems, they overheat so much. It's just short livings on that. So,
But to your point, Riley, I have to believe like a lot of these deals, like licensing deals, kind of attribute for that. Like they're kind of ensuring that, hey, if a deal were to expire, no, we're not going to keep making Spider-Man games, but we have to be able to support ones that we've already sold. I feel like in today's day and age, we're kind of at a point where we're no longer dealing with, the Scott Pilgrims of the world and stuff like that, where it's like, oh yeah, we just know this game does not, like, it cannot exist on a marketplace anymore.
I know, but like it still happens. Like you can't play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on your Series X. Like that's
When did that game come out though?
Came out on 360. I think.
That's what I mean. Like I'm talking
arcade.
like games coming out like in today's generation, or even like the Xbox One. I feel like there has to be some sort of back end. Again, I don't know. That's wishful thinking, but I just feel like it's
to say you're right. It's just like these things. Like there's always a finite window in which they can exist, and then
of course
to exist anymore. And then it gets
I just feel like,
and then you can't buy it, and then future systems don't support it. Like it's kind of an inevitable step in any of those licensed games, which sucks.
Yeah, I would just hope, and again, this is all wishful thinking and just kind of putting a lot of faith into these publishers, that they would kind of have the foresight to be like, okay, if we're putting our money into a licensed game or any kind of licensed character, we have to ensure its future. Otherwise, like, what are we even doing at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. I just usually it never lasts that way for whatever reason. It's just, which sucks. Like, because like Marvel and Disney, they're not going to give it to you in perpetuity. They're going to want money.
Sure.
Like the license. So it's like if they're not making money on it, then Sony will be like, well, nobody's buying it, so we're yanking. We've made the decision to not renew for whatever reason. This is pulled down. Like, and that's just kind of the way the market is. Like, there's like have you guys ever seen? This is going to be a very niche example, but there's a crossover with Sesame Street and the Muppets, and it's a Christmas movie.
Yep.
It's not on anything.
You can't find it.
You can't find it anymore because the rights are gone. So
the
it's
Henson Company
sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Like, so like those sorts of things are like the only way you can really preserve them in a way that is worthwhile is you can pirate it probably, which I mean, I'm not going to recommend that because that's illegal, but like, or you own it physically, and then maybe like, something like Analog Pocket is doing, releases like a revved up version of the platform that supported that, and you're able to keep playing it. Like, it's just kind of like a weird licensing thing. Like, I don't think Smash Brothers can exist forever unless they renew all that and build it up from there. Like, all these things, just like everything has an expiration date on it unless you own it physically.
You bring up a lot of interesting points, Riley, but I just want to go back to that Christmas special. How wild was it when Fraggle Rock showed up?
Fraggle Rock,
right? That was so crazy to me. That was our Avengers, y'all. Like our Avengers crossover as a kid. The Fraggle Rock with the Muppets. I mean, come on.
On your left, yeah,
that's on our left.
Oh man.
Oh man, I remember moments of watching that. I don't think I remember watching the whole entire thing. Actually, I think I had it on VHS tape. Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing it's on YouTube. I'm putting it in the group chat.
Perfect. I know what I'm gonna watch on the plane ride to LA.
So good. Like, that was like my favorite Christmas movie when I was a kid. I wish I could watch it in 4K. Like, I wish that they could find a way to bring it back.
Here's the thing. I feel like that Disney has really underserved the Muppets. Like a massive degree. I know they had that bit of a resurgence with the Jason Segel movie, and I was like, I actually really like that. I teared up when I was watching that for the first time. But I feel like that they completely underserved, like the Muppets, Office spoof wasn't really that great. And I know that they tried with Electric Mayhem with that Disney Plus show that it was all right, but it wasn't really like, whatever. I don't know. I just think
wasn't there also a Muppet Show as well? They brought back the Muppet Show.
And then
prime
time. The Halloween special.
The Halloween
Haunted Mansion. Yeah.
So is that the Game Awards this year?
Yeah. Concerts of the Game Awards. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like that Disney just not, they don't know what to do with the Muppets.
I don't think it's that Disney doesn't know what to do with the Muppets. I think people outside of our generation just don't care about Muppets.
Maybe, but that was kind of the whole thing with the Muppets movie. it was that whole thing. It's like, people just are the newer generations just don't want anything to do with the Muppets, and that was kind of the whole point of the movie. But
Muppets aren't on TikTok. That's the problem, Steve. Yeah.
Wait, are they not?
But guys, am I the only one who's on Nanaland's TikTok?
Yes.
Yes. The resurgence makes me so happy.
Oh my goodness.
Did you ever watch Nanaland?
Girl.
Yes.
Wait, who are you talking about?
So good.
Are you mad? Are you?
Yeah, mad. So there's this kind of drug-fueled puppet show along the Muppets that was
Teletoon,
Canadian.
right?
Yeah.
Was it Teletoon? I thought it was
Was it?
I thought it was CBC.
I need to see a picture of this because this sounds familiar.
What are y'all talking about?
Nanaland.
I've never heard of it.
Nanaland. Oh god.
Oh yeah, the green, the two-eyed girl.
Green girl and
the grandma. Yeah.
Dude, she's always on TikTok live now, and I'm like, what year?
I recently seen her.
I have never seen this thing in my entire life.
Really? It ran throughout
it came out 2000s.
early 2000s. Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't.
I was in
late teens when that was. If that was the case.
I was too old for it too, but
I was too old. I just remember it being on all the time.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this character though with the little pigtails.
I have no idea who that is.
It was
just go down the TikTok rabbit hole.
Mona the Vampire.
Mona the Vampire was huge. Yeah,
that was another one.
So this character is on TikTok now?
Oh yeah, all over. The memes are flowing, and they're all good.
This is not on my For You page at all.
Nanaland and Fortnite.
Oh man.
Where's Big Comfy Couch? Bring that person back.
Now going down.
Have you seen who she looks like now?
Bring that person back.
She's married to Steve from Blue's Clues?
Yeah.
Oh my mind.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah.
The Big Comfy Couch girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lunette.
Yeah.
The first one.
I'm speechless.
I shit you not.
Do you guys remember? It was a cartoon, and it was like a yellow alien, and the nose was kind of like a trumpet, and they came to Earth and they hung out. What was it called?
I don't know, but as a kid, I always confused them with Pikmin. I always thought there was some sort of connection there.
They kind of look like Pikmin.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I have no idea what they are. I love how we've, in a previous episode, we brought up freaky stories, and now it's Nanaland. Welcome to a nostalgic podcast. I'm your host, Steve Bagvari.
She was in Beetlejuice, the TV show? What the hell? I didn't know that.
Who?
The Comfy Couch girl.
Beetlejuice had a TV show?
Yeah, it was a cartoon show.
That's my exposure to it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh man.
The big is this the right person?
I was gonna say
Allison Court.
Allison Court. Yeah, I don't think that she was. I think I guess maybe there was a room.
To a former Capcom voice and video game localization director in 2000.
Wait, really?
But not Steve from Blue's Clues?
No.
Apparently it's. Oh wait, no. Well, maybe now because
now she's engaged to a comic book creator.
That's what I keep seeing too.
It says Eric Suzuki for me.
Yeah, that's apparent according to Google. That ended in 2005. They were married from 2000 to 2005.
Is it the second one then? Because there's two Lunette the Clown, so maybe it's the replacement actress.
There was two of them?
They replaced what? They replaced her?
They replaced her with who?
I think that's fine.
This episode has become so niche to a very small percentage of our listeners. I swear.
Okay.
But She also voiced Claire Redfield in Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil Code Veronica,
What?
Resident Evil Degeneration, Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles, and Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
And she was the original Claire?
She's the original Claire.
And she was on Sesame Street as well.
That I believe.
That makes sense.
That bird in the film.
Wow, yeah, you're right. Pretty much everything for Resident Evil, she's Claire.
God damn. All right. Well,
what an absolutely bizarre turn.
I know, right?
Couch Girl is Claire Redfield. That blows my mind.
Well, she had to get off from the couch, so.
It's a full circle moment for the podcast.
Wait, I wonder, okay, she was Claire Redfield in Resident Evil 2. Is she in the remake?
No,
I don't know.
That's Stephanie. I can't remember the last name.
So they replaced her. Okay, all right.
Well, good run for her.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much it. Besides that,
Lunette
Game Award,
the Clown.
Lunette the
for
Clown,
10 years, she was Lunette the Clown.
Wait, she was Jubilee in X-Men the Animated Series?
Yep.
Icon.
Fucking A!
Freaking icon. Telling us the time and giving us fireworks. Look at that.
Couch.
Look at that. Good for her.
She was Lydia Dietz in Beetlejuice, the TV series too?
Yeah. That was the Beetlejuice part.
She was a voice in Bill. Oh, okay. The cartoon of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Okay.
I didn't know they even had a cartoon, to be honest.
I don't know that either until just now.
Oh,
apparently she was she was Emily Elizabeth in a bunch of Clifford cartoons.
Oh, Clifford.
Oh, good old Clifford.
I know, right?
This is just the nostalgia podcast.
I'm just looking through IMDb. I'm like, wow.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Apparently they did not marry.
They did not marry. Okay, so that was a rumor.
Not marry.
Okay.
That would have been crazy, though. Honestly.
Right?
I'd be like, what?
In Halloween Town, the girl who played Marty and then the bad boyfriend who turned out to be the son of the bad guy, they're married in real life.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah. They met 20 years later, and then that was that. They got married.
I'm glad they can work it out.
I'm happy to hear that. Yeah.
I'm glad they can work it out. Look at us. We learned about Lunette, and Hillary Duff is Hillary Buff now as well. It's online, so.
I'm sorry?
You didn't hear about Hillary Duff?
Now?
No.
She's
Hillary Buff.
She's
like Hillary Buff is what she was.
Yeah, she's buff now. You didn't hear about her?
No way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's that picture going around just the other
everyone's
day.
like, what is happening? What? Hillary Duff is Hillary Buff.
I saw someone tweet that Naughty Dog should. I saw that Naughty Dog should pull her to play as Abby. I'm like, you know what? I'd be okay with Hillary Duff playing Abby.
There you go. She's that'd
be definitely a turn for her, like her acting career for sure.
And
I don't think I've ever seen her in a villain
or a golf club.
Oh, true. Yeah, we need to see what she looks like wearing holding a golf club. That will definitely help.
And that's how she met your father.
Oh my god! All right, Sammy, take us home. What's going on for you this week?
Just more cars. My whole life will be cars for a very long time.
Are you gonna pick up Forza or what? You're gonna pick up Forza and be like, hey, is this car that we have in this game?
I need like a wheel. I feel like I started watching an anime, and it's a car racing anime.
Initial D?
I'm learning. Well, it's the successor to Initial D called MG Ghost or MT Ghost, something like that.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to combine gaming and cars as much as possible, so I learn. I couldn't turn off a button press car today, and I'm like I'm beyond this technology, but I did learn, and I'll be learning more.
So she just had to press it again.
I thought so, and then it just wasn't turning off. It was an interesting time, but we got there in the end.
Oh boy. Well, can't wait to see Sammy on TikTok driving a car. That's for sure. Steve Saylor, how about you? Besides the Game Awards, anything else?
I'm gonna try to drive a car too,
right.
just to see what that's like. Figure might as well give it a shot.
Sammy's got plenty of them. She can lend you a couple.
Sure, yeah, it's fine. just I can't promise that and how many pieces it'll come back in, but
we'll get you a demo. It's fine.
Sure, yeah, why not? No, yeah, I'm just going to the Game Awards, hanging out with some of us. Our pretty much a good contingent of the gaming podcast. Sorry, Sammy and Riley, you can't be able to make it, but we'll we'll try to FaceTime you or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna bring a cutout of Riley. So
please, can you?
Yeah,
use this image.
We need a cutout of Riley and Sammy. If we need the two of them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow. What's happening? Oh my god!
How'd you do that?
Just a thumbs up.
Oh, what?
Wait, you can do that?
Are we all giving thumbs up?
Is this the Great Gatsby?
No, I genuinely didn't know.
Did you just unlock something?
What's
happening?
on.
What's
turn on
happening?
this.
I don't know. I'm literally on a laptop in my bedroom. I'm not.
Oh, it could be just a thing, maybe with your webcam or whatever.
Yeah, it's a Mac.
Yeah,
it's a Mac thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, I was just saying, like we all
keep that.
We all try to do it. Just see if it'll happen. Oh wow!
Okay.
Too.
All right.
What about the middle finger?
Yeah, what is you know what?
Yeah,
Steve and I right away. I'm like, well, the gestures doesn't give. Oh
no, that makes sense. That Apple doesn't do anything with the middle finger.
No, see, maybe it
doesn't
work.
Like you anymore.
Maybe the middle finger turn it off.
Pissed.
Middle finger turn it off then maybe.
There it is. Yeah. Okay.
Steve, Mondays, Game Awards. What else? Anything else, my man?
Not really. No, to be honest. I'm just kind of preparing for the end of the year. So yeah, Game Awards now, and then we'll see what happens when I get back. But yeah, looking forward to.
When does your traveling stop? I feel like you're always.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's been kind of wild.
It's wild, man. That's
but thankfully after this, it's all leisure. I get to go to Colombia and just hang out for a Colombian Christmas. So that'll be nice. But no, I'm excited to hang out with you, many of you fine folk, and as well as other people on the podcast. But yeah, it'll be a fun little week ahead of us. So yeah, maybe we'll take a group photo at some point.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. Yeah,
there you go. Steve's Colombian Christmas coming to Netflix December 28th. So,
I need to see that Hallmark Christmas movie.
It'll be a good one.
Yeah.
Canadian out of place in Colombia, but finds love around Christmas.
Gets kidnapped 15 minutes in.
There you go.
There we go. He falls in love with his kidnapper.
There you go.
Coffee.
Is that snow? Is that snow you're snorting? Let me in there.
Yes, it's snow.
The soundtrack it's set to is "Cause I'm happy, clap along if you," and he's just doing shenanigans.
I hope that's like
Steve's vacation.
that's like a montage video with that song in there or something.
Yeah, and then it's the POV shot of just the close up of his face as he's spinning around and just like, hey!
And then just the guerrilla warfare warriors with their AK-47.
He's like, don't worry, I play Call of Duty. I got this.
Yep. Meanwhile, the Tom Petty song is playing in the background.
I'll film my own Grand Theft Auto trailer while I'm down there.
There you go. There you go. Now we're talking. Recreation, live action version.
Everyone's going to be extra careful for the next 16 months just so they can reach 2025 and the release date of Grand Theft Auto.
It's going to be an unbearable 18 to 22 months. I'm calling it now. It's already started, and I hate it.
It's only day one officially. Riley, how about you?
Just looking forward to watching the Game Awards. Won't be there in person, so I'll miss all you guys. But definitely try to print out my face or something so I'm there in spirit. I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. We'll try.
Working to cover that stuff too, which is fun for Walmart.
Hell yeah. For me, Game Awards as well. I'm going to be checking out season 2 of The Crew. They came with some new content as well. One of my favorite cars is in there, the Mitsubishi Lancer 9 or something like that. So I'm going to check that out and see what they have there. And I know Avatar, I'm seeing ads for Avatar already as well. So I'll be checking that out when I get back. So, and we'll see you all next week after the Game Awards. I can't believe it's finally here. So yeah, we'll see everyone next week. Bye.